5 seconds. Replying to the discussion on Governor's address, the Honorable Minister said, "Sir, it is not mere formality if I say that the debate on the Governor's address has been very fruitful. Members have expressed their very considered views on some of the problems which confront this state. Some have also dealt with questions which are outside the purview of the state legislature and the state government, but nevertheless of great importance to the people of this state. In reply to a debate of this kind, it is usual either to take the speeches of honorable members one by one and then deal with them, or to classify them under various heads and then deal with these heads under which the views have been offered. I propose to choose the latter course for the reasons that whatever points have been raised in the course of the debate under one head may be dealt with appropriately under that head, and also it may be a fair and complete answer to the points raised. I shall therefore classify the debate into 4 or 5 heads and offer my remarks one by one. So far as the disastrous cyclone that overtook parts of South India is concerned, I am very happy to find that there is an expression of sympathy from all sections of the House. It is a natural calamity which came very unexpectedly and very suddenly and has taken a very heavy toll which is unprecedented in recent times in our history. As far as the government is concerned, every possible help was given within the shortest possible time to the affected people. It looks as if the government of Tamil Nadu are geared to meet situations like this by virtue of the past experience they had in this sphere. Within a few hours, relief was rushed to the affected areas. Within a few hours, responsible ministers visited the cyclone affected areas. Not that the ministers are omnipotent to do everything, but they have the authority to immediately issue instructions and orders which could be implemented by the officers for giving liberal assistance. I am very happy that all the sections of the House have paid a tribute to the ministers concerned who went to the cyclone affected areas and rendered all possible assistance. As regards rehabilitation, government have already drawn up an elaborate plan for the rehabilitation of the fishermen and the people who have been dependent on the sea for their livelihood, and every effort will be made to see that the persons do not suffer. We have agreed to give liberal loans to all the people who want to build their houses, to buy nets and to build boats and so on. In respect of rebuilding of the Pampan Bridge, some useful suggestions were made. One honorable member suggested that instead of rebuilding the bridge, we may have a ferry service which will carry not only passengers but also vehicles. We have seen such ferry services abroad. This is a matter which the government of India have to consider, but the present steps which are taken by the government show that the bridge can be rebuilt, and active steps have already been taken for the purpose of rebuilding the bridge. I hope and trust that the work of rebuilding the bridge will be expedited and communication resumed very soon. Now, I wish to turn my attention to food production and distribution. In the first place, we all know that there is an overall shortage of food in this country, and where there is an overall shortage of food, the law of supply and demand will operate, and the obvious thing is that the prices of food grains will go up. It will go beyond the capacity of certain sections of society even to buy. In these circumstances, it becomes necessary for the government to procure and to distribute food to that section of a society at a controlled price. As such, I venture to submit that this distribution, procurement, and movement control of food grains will be necessary and will be continued so long as the deficit continues. At the same time, we should try and endeavor to see that the deficit is made up as early as possible. Sir, a number of suggestions have also been made with regard to increasing the production. I welcome all of them and I say that the government are thankful for all the suggestions made by the members for increasing the food production in the country.